So this is a question that I've been waiting for. I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. I'm going to mostly center black TV shows because I'm a black man. That's just what I know. So from the 90s and mid 2000s, we had hella black sitcoms coming out all the time. A lot of these shows were spearheaded by amazing black talent. And not all these shows were pitched or created by black people, but the black folks involved had a heavy, strong, powerful voice. But when you have a show starring a marginalized group and the network that's in charge of these shows is not run or is not filled with people representing that culture, they're going to push these shows to the side. They're going to toss them to the wayside. So shows like Girlfriends, which were massively popular and ushered in like current HD cameras, get shafted by a writer's strike and lack of corporate interest. Shows like In Living Color get majorly censored, and then their legacy is completely tarnished because the network is just messing around with it. This show is barely in syndication, yet it spawned the career of Jim Carrey. Come on. And then we get networks basically creating copies of other shows. There's a show about 6 attractive 20-somethings in New York navigating their love and work lives. So Living Single... Oh, you thought I was talking about Friends? Hell no. Friends actually helped kill Living Single. So Living Single and Friends were both distributed by Warner Media. Warner Brothers is already a red flag, so here we go. So this guy, T.C. Carson, some of you may know him as Kratos, talked about this before. Pause to read. Essentially, once Friends came out, Warner Brothers just tossed Living Single to the side. And when T.C. Carson and the cast relayed their grievances with this, the execs basically singled him out and fired him. They cut the last season short and ended it unceremoniously, with some messy storylines, by the way. And when you have corporations that do not give a shit about any marginalized groups, you get stuff like that. So by the 2000s, black-led shows started fizzling out. They all ended up on BET, and we are not going to talk about BET. That is just another topic for another time. But instead of producing black-led shows or POC-led shows on major networks, they just popped us in the main cast. Randomly. We were tokenized to hell. And if you notice with shows like Lost, all the POC basically die by the end. Or in sitcoms, a lot of the BIPOC characters are made to be the butt of the joke. Or on the CW, the black characters, oftentimes the black women, get disrespected behind the scenes and on screen. And that's because we have a lack of BIPOC in the industry working as execs. What we truly need is more BIPOC as execs, more BIPOC behind the scenes, more BIPOC in front of the screen. Bob Chapek of Disney calling Shang-Chi an experiment is very indicative of how executives view BIPOC-led stories. And that seriously needs to change so we don't have a drought of BIPOC-led TV shows and movies with decent representation.